Hi.
Hi. Wait.
Hey.
How did you get in?
They think I'm Jensen's drummer, because I told them that.
Okay.
Here. You left this on the elevator. I didn't know if it was lucky or something. And also, it's...
That's a clip from New Year's Eve, a romantic comedy opening today.
And it's a movie with an all-star cast, similar to the another romantic comedy that opened last year. Was that Valentine's Day that they're kind of comparing it to? Our movie guy Aaron Lafferty is here with a review of that movie and a whole lot more that's new this weekend. There weren't any new openings last weekend, right?
Correct.
Okay, so they saved them all for one weekend.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get some more as we go.
Okay.
But New Year's Eve, same director as Valentine's Day, Gary Marshall.
Okay.
He assembles an all-star cast again. You may notice some of the cast members are similar as the Valentine's Day movie, but they're different characters. So don't think that this is like a second chapter. This is a totally different movie.
Okay.
The characters are different, have different things, but it's basically the same kind of movie. It's an ensemble cast of people. It's leading up to New Year's Eve, one of the biggest nights of the year, if you will, for partying. And for some people, it's a romantic night. For some people, it's not a romantic night. So you've got all that going on, kind of similar to Valentine's Day. If you like that movie, you'll probably like this one. I haven't seen it yet. They didn't do a screening here. So it's kind of a fun one. You know, John Bon Jovi's in it. It's pretty much an all-star cast of 20, 30-something people.
They've really been making the rounds. I mean, I think you get this many high-profile people to be in a movie. Just their star power alone kind of lends them to be great interview subjects, and so you get a lot of positive press just from who's in it.
Right. So if you're looking for a romantic comedy, this would be the good one to see.
Okay, fantastic. And next up is one that maybe isn't quite as romantic.
Yes. So that one's PG-13. The rated R movie this weekend is The Sitter. Jonah Hill. It's kind of a babysitter movie for the new generation, right?
Oh, okay. Hilarious. I just have to say,
Adventures in Babyhood.
He's so funny.
You know, it looks good. At least from the trailers and the clips we've seen. Jonah Hill is a 20-something guy. He's looking for something to do. His mom suggests babysitting, and of course, you know, as most guys his age, probably not really into babysitting, so he takes on these kids. And of course, there's an adventure that ensues and a night of hijinks. If you will. This is Jonah Hill, obviously, before Moneyball was filmed, so you'll see the difference in the weight loss there. Max Records, who was in the Where the Wild Things Are movie, is one of the kids in this movie, and the daughter has also been in a couple other movies. So you got some good young actors too.
Okay, and it is rated R.
It's rated R.
And so even though there are kids in the movie, don't be fooled into thinking, take your kids to this movie, because this is not one for kids.
For language, drug materials, some violence, and sexual content. So
and it's pretty short. The runtime is less than less than an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's an hour 21. So. Pretty good. Not bad.
Good things come in small packages, I guess, huh?
Maybe, we'll see.
All right. Okay, our next one is, I know you've been salivating for days thinking about George Clooney coming back to the big screen.
He's a favorite.
Finally, I mean, it's been in New York, LA, Chicago, the bigger markets for weeks now, and it finally makes its way here. We're talking about The Descendants. George Clooney, he's pretty much, he's a guy, he's married, he's really into real estate in Hawaii. This movie's set in Hawaii, filmed in Hawaii, and then his wife gets in a bad accident, and so he's got to try to reconnect with his daughters while his wife's in the hospital. If you've seen any of the previews, I don't think I'm spoiling it for you, he finds out that his wife was cheating on him, so he's got all these emotions with the daughters, with the fact that his wife was cheating on him, and all these things. So it's kind of a discovery film. Clooney is getting some Oscar buzz for this one. Obviously, he was also in Ides of March, but this is probably the one that would land him the Oscar nomination this year.
Okay.
Okay. For viewers, I have to say, if you do love George Clooney, he is as nice as he seems, and he is quite as good looking as he seems on camera.
So you've met George Clooney?
I have.
See?
But
you're the Hollywood guy, and look at this, you're getting scooped over here. Friends in
Not
Twilight,
at all.
she's friends with George Clooney.
I just had to put that out there.
The newsroom.
Exactly.
That one is rated R, again, so just be aware, and that's about 2 hours long.
Okay,
and
fantastic.
The director that did Sideways and About Schmidt did that one. So if you like those movies, you'll probably like this one.
Okay, it's been a while since we've had a good sci-fi movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't totally call this one a sci-fi movie.
Okay.
It's got the sci-fi idea, but it's more of a drama, so it's like a apocalyptic drama. It's really kind of a different kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of movie. Melancholia. Kristen Dunst is the lead actress in this one, and this one's kind of had some controversy around it. It is a rated R movie. It is on the 2 hour, 16-minute, so it's a little long movie. Lars von Trier as kind of a controversial director. But basically, this is a movie that's been winning at film festivals. Kirsten Dunst's been getting buzz for her portrayal here. Basically, scientists discover a planet on a collision course to Earth. It's happening pretty much the same time that Kirsten Dunst is going to be getting married. So she's going through all these conflicted emotions of the wedding day. If your wedding day wasn't bad enough, imagine Earth is going to end soon.
Okay.
So there's all these emotions and different things. So it's kind of a really a deep kind of a movie, if you know, more serious side. If you're looking for a movie that might get some award attention, this would be one to go see. It is rated R, and it's only at the UICA in Grand Rapids this weekend. It actually comes to the Harbor Theater next weekend.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But it is a limited release movie, so check it out while you can.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes you're, you know, especially if you're talking about Oscar buzz for some of these kinds of movies, you're better off to try to get into it now than before those nominations come out, because then it's really good luck.
Right, because it won't be available to rent until after the Oscars. So see it now if you want to see it.
Right, absolutely. Okay.
All right, Aaron. So what other movies should we see in West Michigan at the theaters?
Well, if you don't like those, here's one that I have seen and I really enjoyed, and a lot of people think that this may be a Best Picture nominee, and that's Hugo. I wouldn't say it's the best movie I've seen this year, but it's certainly really well made. Martin Scorsese takes us on this journey of a kid who lives in a Paris train station, and he's in charge of making sure all the clocks are running in there. So he's really talented. He knows how clocks and gears and toys work and all that stuff. And he meets up with Ben Kingsley's character, who has some kind of dark side, and we're not really sure what's going on. It's really a fun movie. I wouldn't say it's for the whole family because it's PG-13, so it's not for everybody to see. But it's certainly a movie that kind of takes you on this journey, and it's fun, and it's kind of got a little twist to it that you might not be expecting, so that's kind of a fun movie to
see. You know, and it's interesting, even just looking at this clip here, you can tell it's a Martin Scorsese, the lighting and the cinematography and just kind of the whole ambiance, the feel you get just from watching the images.
I would call this a critic's movie because it's definitely made, it's very high cinematography values, editing, lighting, all the production values are very strong in this movie. The young actors are really good, Asa Butterfield and Chloe Grace Moretz, really strong young actors, and obviously Ben Kingsley's always good. So.
Yeah, you can tell the difference when you got big budget and a good, demanding director who demands a lot of great lighting, right?
Right. So, and to rent, do you guys remember the movie Up?
Yes.
In 2009?
Yes, yes.
Well, the movie that, if it wasn't for Up, that I think would have won in 2009 for Best Animated Movie is Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Okay.
I've been telling people about this movie. I think it kind of got covered up by the excitement of Up. And Fantastic Mr. Fox is the voice of George Clooney as Mr. Fox. Meryl Streep is his wife. This is the old stop-motion animation. If that's something that you're not sure if you'll like it, maybe it seems like a turnoff, you get past it after a couple minutes, and this movie just kind of just pulls you in. It's a fun little story, a family of foxes, and Mr. Fox used to steal chickens. He's kind of reformed. He's writing for the paper now, but it's kind of hard to bury those old ways. So he kind of gets this plan, this last-ditch plan to go steal again. It's kind of like Ocean's 11, if you will, but set in the world of foxes and woodland creatures.
Fantastic. Sounds interesting. If you have
a fun
some
one.
Time on your hands this weekend, and of course we can read all about it connecting with you online in many different places.
Right. I've got to look on my blog this week. I've got to look at all the new movies, both this week and next week. Also look at what's new on DVD this week, which includes Cowboys and Aliens, which I liked, which I think is a good rental.
Okay.
It wasn't a great movie in the theater, but a good rental. Hangover Part 2, you can pass on it. It's pretty much the same movie in a different city. The Help's out on DVD this week. That's definitely an Oscar contender.
I've seen a lot of commercials about that.
Still have not seen that. That is on my list of things to do this weekend.
That's in my queue, so go and check those out.
Fantastic. And Mr. Popper's Penguins?
That one was not very well reviewed either, so.
Interesting. All right, well, thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you for being with us this week. It's been a really fun one. Hard to believe it's Friday already. What, 2 weeks from tomorrow is Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Do not remind me, I'm not ready.
We got to start shopping. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.